Let's talk about some clubs doing some really good business in the transfer window so far. Today, I want to talk about Tranmere Rovers. Tranmere have struggled in League Two over the past couple of seasons. They finished 20th last season, only scoring 45 goals. Here is their squad on the final day versus Newport, where they did actually win 4-1. And here is their squad after loan players returned to their parent clubs. Some players were released, and some players left for different clubs. Walker signed for Hartlepool, Hendry's gone to Mansfield, and Josh Hawkes has gone to Oldham. What you'll notice in the starting lineup for Tranmere is that they have lost quite a lot of their core, or at least the core that finished the season. They also did have quite an extensive injury list towards the end of the season. The first good news for Tranmere is that they extended the deals in the contracts of Amari Patrick and Connor Jennings. Patrick in particular was pretty good towards the end of the season, and is most certainly a high-end League Two player. Let's take a look at some of their business. Firstly, Nathan Smith has signed from Port Vale. Nathan's a very strong physical centre-half who spent majority of his career at Port Vale. He's very experienced in this division and is a fantastic signing. Andy Crosby has said that his transfer strategy is to bring in more physicality to a side that he feels was poor in the air last season and couldn't deal with crosses. Forgive me for my pronunciation, I don't actually know if it's Brow or Broth. I've never worked it out. It could be neither. Well, they've signed him from Northampton. Another defender, very good in the air, very physical, and a welcome addition to their... Sticking with experience, they've also signed Jason Lowe, also from Port Vale. A player who's played in every division in the EFL, full of experience, and they did need a replacement for their centre mids. They can also add Richie Smallwood, Bradford's captain last season, who were promoted from League Two. This is an unreal addition. With the signings they're making, Tranmere definitely won't be turned over next season, and will certainly have a squad who will play for the fans. Kenner has also come in from Hibernian. He's a centre mid who adds much needed youth and energy. Ethan Bristow is a familiar face at Tranmere. His time in the USA didn't really work out for him. He's now signed for Tranmere again. And finally, probably my favourite signing, Charlie Whittaker has signed from Notts County. A player who on his day is a very good League Two player. He does perhaps struggle for consistency, but I think he adds the perfect balance to their midfield. So when you put their squad together, it looks a little bit like this. Now again, apologies if I've missed any players or if I've mispositioned any players. The core of Tranmere's squad and their starting 11 is very good. I've laid them out positionally like this because that's the formation Tranmere have been playing. I'd say it does potentially lack depth in the wing-back and centre-half positions. So the positives for Tranmere, as I've said, the core of the squad is very strong. It's physical, experienced signings suited to the league. The negatives is the team does seem to lack natural width, and potentially an ageing squad may be susceptible to injuries or late goals. My prediction for Tranmere, playoffs. And there's still plenty of time left in the window.